The heyday, so to speak, of serial murder was in the 70s and 80s. We had far more serial killers back then than we do now. And evidence of that is the fact that when we see documentaries and movies about serial killers, they focus on Bundy and Gacy and the legacy killers of the past. There's really no high profile.
Okay, John, go ahead. What I tell you is what I know is fact.
I'm a power person. I enjoy power. Nobody else had the guts to pull off what I pulled off. I outsmarted you again.
Police today found 6 more bodies
under the home of suspected killer John Gacy.
Well, you can be walking down the street, and if Gacy lay eyes on you, you have now become his next victim.
I know society will never be able to forgive me. I know the families of the victims will never be able to forgive me for what I have done. Your Honor, it is over now.
Welcome, all you true crime lovers. Sit back, grab that blanket and hot beverage, and prepare for another Saturday night of The Murder Show, whose mind and story will be dive into tonight. Now for your host, Tim, and alongside him, his co-host, Criminology, Chris, and Classroom Jackie.
Whoa, whoa. That's right. That's how you do that shit right there. You know, boo. Welcome, everybody. This is it. We are fucking back for season 2. It is after the first of the year. Holy shit balls. That's a new one I came up with. Well, it's not really new. It's old, but I don't give a shit. It's new to me. Welcome, welcome. I, as always, am your host, Tim. That's right. And, wait. Can't help it. Got such a large crowd outside. Alongside of me, as always, is my co-host, Criminology, Chris.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It's nice having that studio audience.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. And alongside of Chris is our director of our social media platforms, Classroom Jackie.
Hey guys.
Thank you.
Settle down, audience, all right?
I thought it was the studio audience out the door.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the studio audience
Yeah.
that's outside the door there.
They're hooping and hollering.
What's going on, Raptor? Raptor Jesus. Lackadaisy, welcome back. Thank you, thank you. We are excited to be back. Season 2 right here on The Murder Show.
Better than ever with new things.
Yeah, new things. And we
Stuff.
are, boy, we have, man, I got some news. We got some shit to discuss here. Because I am never prepared. And let me see here because I have Unsafe Snuggie. Welcome in, welcome in. Give me 1 second here because I'm never ready. Oh yeah. So don't forget our sponsors here. We have a new sponsor now. We are now sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks, which is fantastic. That's Dubby, and you go to dubby.gg. So it's DUBBY.gg, and it's great. They have energy products. We have some being shipped here that we will be trying.
They have a s'mores one that you mix with milk, and everybody says it tastes just like a s'mores. And I
Yeah.
want to try it.
Yeah, they have some good stuff. So we are getting some samples sent, and we're going to be trying it, and we'll try it here on the show. And if you go to their website, anything that you purchase, put in promo code MurderShow66, and you will get 10% off any of your purchase there. So it's fantastic. Check them out. That is Dubby Energy, and it is dubby.gg, dubby.gg. And of course, our sponsor we had from last season, Crafty Corner by Laura, all handmade crochet items, jewelry, plushies, and more. Check them out on Instagram at Crafty Corner by Laura and on Etsy. You can also email them at thecraftycornercrochet@gmail.com. And we have some of the crochet products. We have a dead possum over here hanging off of the the girl in the swing back there.
I have the living one at home.
Yes. So here we go. And we are ready to fire in the hole here. So after that exciting news, tonight's episode, a lot of people, it's trending right now, and a lot of people are getting excited about it. And it's sad. It's, absolute sad story. But we're covering the Chris Watts case. So, yeah, it's not much of a childhood. It's going to be a little bit of a different twist here. Not a serial killer per se, but that's okay. We are the murder show, so we do cover murder topics too as well. But Chris Watts is a big trending topic right now, uh, which is crazy. But a lot of you probably know the story because it happened in 2018,
Yeah, I did.
and it's sad. It is a really really sad story. So anyway, sit back, grab your favorite beverage and blanket, and get by the fire or whatever. Or if you're somewhere where it's warm, I don't know, go outside and do jumping jacks in your yard or some shit. I don't know. Just make sure
Take
you
a
have the
run
show.
while you listen.
Just make sure you have the show playing. Yeah. So we are going to go ahead and Classroom Jackie's going to start things off and get it going for us here on the Chris Watts case.
Now, to say the amount of time I put into this research is ridiculous. I think I lived and breathed it the last 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get
Chris
his attention.
Chris had to deal with it. Chris is married to her and he had to deal with it. So
It's a very sad, messed up case. Um, but the information is endless, really. Even though he killed his family, the amount of information, the amount from his family, the timelines available, everything like that, you can really dig and go down a giant rabbit hole.
oh,
So,
I'm sure.
with that being said, I took some time and I wrote something up to start off the episode today.
Okay, have at it.
In the early morning hours of August 13th, 2018, 1:48 a.m. to be exact, Nicole Atkinson dropped her best friend, 34-year-old Shanann Watts, off at home after both of them had just returned from a 2-day Thrive convention in Arizona. After waiting to make sure Shanann got inside safely, Nicole headed home, not knowing it would be the last time she would see her friend alive. Nicole had a feeling something was wrong the next morning, and what followed was her friend Shanann, along with her children, being reported missing almost 12 hours later. Shortly thereafter came the discovery of an absolutely heartbreaking multiple homicide and the arrest of Shanann's husband, who Shanann had just referred to as her rock 3 months prior to her murder. But to know how we got here, we need to go back a few years. Shanann and Chris met through Facebook after a mutual friend had suggested she add him as a friend. Eventually, she did, thinking that they would never meet as they were living in different parts of North Carolina. And she had also just been diagnosed with lupus.
Yeah.
She went from being a very happy, thriving, wonderful, energetic human being to tired and lethargic and not feeling good all the time and getting diagnosed with that. She also was going through a divorce as well. Eventually, one thing led to another, and they married in 2012 and moved to Colorado, hoping that the environment and drier air would help with Shanann's lupus symptoms. By December of 2013, they were welcoming their first child, Bella, and 2 years later, Celeste, who they fondly called Cece. They said that Bella was the relaxed, calm, smart one, and Cece was just chaos. She was always go. She had 2 speeds, sleep and gone. It's adorable.
Yeah.
It's
That's a lot of
adorable.
kids.
One's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For all
yeah.
the people out there that have like 4 of these things,
Well,
I mean, I give it up to you.
well, I just
That's
meant
just-
like a lot of kids are like that with the 2 speeds or
Oh, well,
whatever.
that too. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, while everything seemed perfect on the outside, that wasn't the case. There were marital issues, and they ended up filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in 2015. Fast forward 3 years later, and things seem perfect again. So perfect, in fact, that they start trying, oh my goodness gracious, trying for a third child. By June 5th of 2018, Shanann told Chris that she was pregnant with their third baby. She wore a shirt that said, "Oops, we did it again." He genuinely seemed happy and really excited about this.
That shirt made by Britney Spears, or
That was the song that was
anybody
played.
get that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if
Zinger.
anybody.
Ooh,
Hey, I try to throw in zingers every once in a while.
yeah. Keep you on your toes.
While seeming happy on the outside and generally excited, that wasn't the case. On June 14th, Chris added a new contact in his phone for a coworker, Nicole Kessinger. She would later become his mistress.
She looked like his sister.
Yeah.
I'm
she
sorry,
really
we were
did, yeah,
watching a documentary on that last night, and I'm sorry, but that woman looked like she could be his sister.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I'm just like, come on,
You
man.
just say, man, what are you doing?
I mean, first of all, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But with somebody that looks like your sister, sorry.
Also, around that time, he also started taking better care of himself and had been losing weight prior to the contact, but spent all his time working out, running, and things like that. He also worked in an oil field, so he's got to be physically fit to do some of that labor.
Yeah, I think he was an operator or something like that. So chances are he probably, I don't know, if he's an operator, he's probably sitting on his keister most of the day.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and in that case, like I've been in those sort of roles too, sitting on your butt all day. You got to do something, but coming out of nowhere and just starting to work out, a
It would
few
it would
hours a
raise
day.
flags. They'd be like,
Yeah, like what got into you?
I
yeah,
work
right.
out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's why I
It
just
just keeps me thinking of
that's
that song.
why I
It's stuck
just
in my
don't
head
work
now.
out. I'm just-
I
yeah.
hey, I've tried some memberships at gyms, and they usually last me signing up. And the last one I did last year, I signed up, and yeah, that was it.
That's like a donation
Uh,
after like the first
yeah,
night,
yeah.
you know.
I went there to get a tour, and the guy goes, "Well, you can sign in now if you're going to work out now." And I looked at him, and I was like,
No.
"No." I just came to kind of see what the building looked like,
I don't
and
want you to
it's,
acknowledge the
it's
fact that
got
I'm here right now.
it's got four
Yeah,
walls,
I want to sneak in here unexpected and just not be supervised and just leave
Yeah,
you out.
I know they got to make you feel out of like awkward because they're like, "You want to clock in? You ready to work
Yeah, we're
out?"
gonna
And
get you a
I'm
personal trainer, man. I'm like, no,
no, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna depress myself. I don't need to make somebody else sad. On top of it. Like,
There you go. Use the hot tub once. Man, that's a nice gym if they got a hot tub.
Oh,
I was subscribed. What's it? Planet, Fitness. They
I
don't
have
have no
that.
hot tubs or whatever
No, but
there,
they
but
have an awesome like spa thingy that you can lay on. It's a water bed, like a hydrojet bed, and it's fantastic.
that'd be pretty nice. Place I used to go had a pool, a hot tub, a steam room, and all that stuff. And
oh
so,
really?
oh yeah, it was great.
Wow.
And it closed, so there goes my
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I just didn't know they had hot tubs in some of them. That's pretty cool.
yeah. Not a Planet Fitness place like that, but just like an athletic club.
All right, sorry, we're done
Off
with the
topic.
No,
yeah.
you're good. I was trying to
New Year's
find.
Eve body improvement talk. On
Yeah,
the morning
right.
show,
Well,
right?
we all make resolutions every year, and I don't stick to
You
them.
know,
I didn't even do any this year
in
because
some cultures, it's actually against their religion or their beliefs to make a resolution in the middle of winter when it's dead. They won't do it until the spring equinox when
Wow.
things are coming alive.
I just recently learned that you're not supposed to clean the day after.
No, you're not. Or do
Yeah,
It's
laundry.
bad luck or
I
any
didn't
of
do
that.
that either.
It'll wash away your luck or it can wash away a loved one. So you're not
I
supposed to
was
do
I
anything.
was gonna clean, and then when I had heard that, I'm like, no, no,
Yeah,
that's just a reason I don't need to
yeah,
clean
good
now
reason
and do
not to.
any laundry or nothing. So, anyways, yeah, Mr. Chris Watts here. So he started to have an affair
He did.
with his sister. Well, no, I'm just kidding. Somebody that looked like it could be. Go ahead.
So later on in June, which was Father's Day, Shanann posted a Father's Day nod to him. Just a really nice, sweet thing. And it was a song that Bella had sang about him, saying that her daddy was her hero. And I actually have the lyrics to it. I don't want to play the song of her singing because it makes me sad.
Yeah.
But the lyrics go, "My daddy is a hero. He helps me grow up strong. He helps me snuggle too. He reads me books. He ties my shoes. You're a hero through and through. Daddy, daddy, I love you."
Yeah, I don't after you hear something like that, I don't understand how he could do what he did. I
No.
mean, your kid's telling you that you're their hero.
Mhm.
I don't know. We talked about it yesterday, and yeah, I don't know. I you don't have a
You
conscience.
don't have a soul.
No, no,
You don't
got
have a soul.
nothing. So,
That's
anyways,
unfortunately that same day, Chris Watts tells Kessinger that he is going through a divorce and separated, but he is still married with children. But he's separating.
oh well, yeah. Yeah. Famous line
Yeah.
people have used as we've seen doing a lot of these different cases where they have affairs and stuff. It's like the famous line, we're going through separation.
Yeah.
And then the
Right?
separation ends up lasting about 20 years.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, forever.
Oops, we didn't do that. Didn't do that. Around the same time in June, sorry, my ear itched. Shanann and the girls head to North Carolina with her family to spend a 5-week vacation down there. So she and Chris are spending time apart, but it's to go on vacation. Chris has Nicole come over within, I believe it was, the 4th of July. So Shanann left on the 27th. On July 4th, Chris had Nicole over to set up a diet and weight exercise plan and to see how to set up the weight room correctly for proper usage.
Proper. Help me set up my weight room.
Yeah.
I think this is disorganized. I need more feng shui.
Yeah, is there a proper way to set up the weight room? I mean, just throw some workout equipment in there and get a stereo.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you got. I don't.
No.
Anyways,
He said nothing happened at this time. She just came over to help set up goals, things like that, just as a friend. 3 days later, the very first phone call between Nicole and Chris is logged on his cell phone.
okay.
So they actually looked through all of this stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
On the 10th, there is a text between Chris and Shanann while she is in North Carolina saying that. Where was that? Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't have it.
Oh, you're fine. What's that?
I
Awkward pause.
I guess I didn't save it last night.
That's all right. Shit happens, you know.
But there was a text between Chris and Shanann saying about, "You would think you would miss me. Why aren't you being affectionate? Blah, 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 blah." And him pretty much replying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Work's been crazy. I've been sleeping. I've been doing this," giving all sorts of excuses. And then when she calls him out for not missing, he goes, "You won't feel like that. It's not going to be like that. I miss you, beautiful." All of those things, but not being loving and caring towards her, just making excuses.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, that's what he's doing.
4 days later, Nicole and Chris go on a date to a car museum. Shanann made 4 calls. All of them went unanswered. She was trying to get him to FaceTime his girls and talk to the kids. And he absolutely refused and said that he would go home and just pass out.
Yeah. Of course, right? Yeah, go home and pass out. You're passing out, but you're passing out somewhere else. See, you knew it. You were thinking,
Nicole started sending Chris semi nudes. So she wouldn't send him full nudes, but semi nudes. At what point did you say, "Hey, I can't do this," and just tell your wife? Like, "Hey, I know you're
Yeah.
down here, but I can't do this anymore."
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like I don't think he really I don't think he felt guilty, but I think he was doing the whole lovey-dovey stuff when she was starting to catch on and kind of starting to call him out on his bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, "Oh, well, no, you're beautiful and I do care, blah, 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 to kind of buy himself a little bit more time, per se,
Yeah.
but
Um. So she's sending them pictures. He's saving them. By the 28th, Chris and Nicole go and visit the Great Sands Dunes National Park, and spend the day surfing down the dunes, hanging out, having a picnic, and end up spending the night together in a campground nearby. That's the first time that's noted that they've spent time away. Chris ends up leaving Nicole a love letter and then heads out to join Shanann and the girls in North Carolina to spend time with the family, to join them for the vacation.
hmm
The card contains 6 different lyrics to the song "Down to Earth" by Through the Roots. He said that was Nicole's favorite song, and he wanted to put lyrics in it for her. I didn't get a chance to listen to the song. I wanted to, but some of the lyrics look really stupid from what I saw in the pictures.
Yeah. Well, judging by the letters he ended up writing out of prison later down the road, I can't imagine that they were really all that,
yeah.
you know,
Were they
probably academically challenged.
were they BTK style?
Yeah, I don't know. It was not that bad. Not that bad. But
Uh,
a little weird.
On the 31st, he makes it down to North Carolina, but there's no happy reunion. There's no kiss, there's no hug. He looks like he is distracted and doesn't even want to be down there. When we watched it, you saw how he ran to the girls and was like not even looking at them, just looking straight ahead.
yeah.
Just ridiculous. Shanann sends a text to one of her friends saying that he hasn't shown any signs of missing her. They haven't kissed, they haven't touched, they haven't hugged. It just doesn't seem like him and he's cold. Her friend responded that let's see, that it wasn't like him and he'd probably bounce back once they got back and just be himself again. So she tried to be like, "Oh no, it's fine. It's going to be fine." Not knowing that everything was going on.
Yeah.
On the 4th, Nicole Kessinger spent 2+ hours browsing for wedding dresses online. That's his mistress.
Yeah, right. I do that on the random Saturday, you know.
When the relationship she's
You shopping
in,
for wedding dresses,
Yeah,
man?
you know.
Anything you want to get
Just
out there,
happens,
or
you know.
what size are you?
It's shameful.
Shameful. My problem is I can't find a dress to fit,
Yeah.
the upper breastage I have going on. So
Yeah, a lot of upper body strength over there.
shh. Decoys. Oh, sorry.
now between the 8th and 9th, Shanann is texting her friend talking about everything going on. And I have a little excerpt of what she was saying. This is from Shanann. "He refused to hold me, said he's not there, he can't. I haven't slept most of the week, my eyes burn from crying. I canceled the gender reveal. I told Nikki to tell me today. I need happy news right now. I said to him, 'How is this a few months? You were so intimate and what I thought in love when I left.' He said he had a lot of time to think. This baby in my belly deserves his full love either way. I said you sat here in this living room and said you think it would be a great thing to have another baby. We talked it out a lot beforehand and we agreed to do this. We were so excited. I grabbed his hand during the ultrasound and he didn't grab back. I cringed. He rejected sex night when we arrived home. Only thing I can think of is that he's seen someone else." So she had that feeling days before she was going to be murdered.
Yeah, you get to a point where you kind of suspect it, and you kind of can tell that your significant one is up to something not good.
Oh, yeah, you get that gut feeling.
Yeah.
A lot of times,
Yeah.
you start really getting that gut feeling. You might be right.
Yeah. Yeah, you start to look more into it, because they always say trust your gut, and it's true.
I hate when I get those feelings. I'm like, okay, something's wrong and I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, those are rough, definitely, but it almost gives you almost like a sick to your stomach feeling,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
On the 10th, Shanann is going to Lavelle's Thrive conference, which is her business that she worked with. That was It's not an MLM, it's a like direct sales thing, which is an MLM, isn't it?
Got me.
I don't know.
what direct sales job?
Yeah, like Lavelle, Thrive, things like those. I know she did that for a long time
I'm
because
not
it
familiar
helped her with her
Thrive.
lupus.
Yeah.
But it was a direct sales. I think that was like an MLM. I don't
I'll look.
remember.
I'll
Yeah.
see if I can find out something for us here.
That night, as she's texting a friend when they're leaving for Arizona, she says that they had one of the best talks yet and that he started acting like himself but was still distant. On the 10th, Chris also tells Nicole that his divorce is finalized from Shanann.
Which it wasn't.
No, there was
No,
never
it
a
wasn't. It
divorce.
never
Right.
even.
Never even had a conversation.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Never had one. On the 11th, Chris hires a babysitter and takes Nicole on a date to a bar in Eric, Colorado. Shanann notices the charge that's more than the amount for one person's dinner after Chris had told her he went to a Colorado Rockies game and bought dinner just for himself. So she knew just by the charge on her credit card that, hey, there's something going on.
Or was it like
Yeah.
$63 or something?
It was
like
Yeah,
63
yeah.
exactly.
Something that you know it's two people
Mm-hmm.
eating. Unsafe Snuggie says that it's a MLM.
Yeah, that's what I thought it
So,
was. So
thank you.
thank you so much. But she did that for a living. So that was her thing. So she was all over social media posting about her life, about her kids, about her husband. Everything was out there.
Yeah.
Everything. On the 12th, while she's still in Arizona or heading home, I don't know if it was on the plane or what, she wrote a speech that she had planned to give Chris when she got home. And I have that speech.
Okay.
Can you please tell me something? Because just like you, I'm in my head. I try to fix things and make them better, and this is making me crazy. I know that you need time. I want to give you what you're asking for and respect your space. I need some time. This place that I'm in my head, is not a good place. It is not healthy for me or Nico, which was what they were going to name their unborn son.
Oh, okay.
She was 15 weeks pregnant at this point as well.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. I need you to help me help you. I need you to give me a little bit of what I did or didn't do. So I'm not going crazy in my head to figure it out. I know I can't fix this by myself, that we are going to have to work together. That was what was sent to Chris from her when she was heading home. Like from her to Chris.
Oh, okay. When she was on her way back.
Mhm.
Okay.
So she was trying to figure out what's going on and try to fix this. Try and fix everything.
Yeah, yeah. Because she knew something was wrong. Something was up.
Now, unfortunately, we're at that point where she's back home. In the early morning hours, 1:48 a.m., Shanann arrives home. They shower, she cleans up, and he said that they had sex that night.
That was on the
13th.
Ring camera footage
Yeah,
where you
where
see
she's
her come home, get dropped off or whatever.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
see her get in the
Okay.
house. They go to sleep, they're laying in bed, XYZ. They have a fight when Chris gets up from work. He had told her that he wanted a separation, supposedly. And she had confronted him about cheating. He snaps and kills Shanann. Bella, their 4-year-old, wakes up and she asks what is wrong with mommy while he's wrapping her up and dragging her down the stairs to his work truck.
So the child is asking him, what's wrong with mommy, as he's dragging her down the stairs wrapped up in
Yeah,
the
he's wrapping her
bedding,
up
right?
and dragging her down the stairs. She heard the sounds of the fight, which, if you see the pictures of the sheet that he used on her, there is blood on it. And the autopsy, which I found and read a little bit of, said that there was abrasions and marks to the left side of her face, as well as blunt force injury.
And Bella was 4, right?
Mhm.
Just
Bella was 4.
unreal.
But that wasn't
Unfreaking real.
Bella's injuries. That was Shanann's injuries.
Yeah,
Right.
but still, oh my God, your child's looking at you and asking that as your
And he says that she'll be okay.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
She'll
I
be
mean,
all
that is
right.
what?
I don't.
Wow. I try to because I don't know. I try to unpack what what was going through this guy's head. Like I don't know. Um, it's just fucking crazy,
Well, I
man.
think anybody that's a parent can is going to have a real hard time understanding this
Yeah,
portion of this story or the whole damn thing.
yeah.
You
I
know?
just don't get it. Horse Gone Wild had left a comment here. Some of them aren't showing up here on the big screen. I don't know why. She had no sperm in her. They didn't have sex, I guess.
Oh.
So they
Oh,
didn't find any sperm in her. So
okay. Because I'm going off of what Chris had said in the interview for when he
Oh,
was being
yeah.
detained.
I'm wondering if he's probably was saying that to make it,
Why she had the bruising on her neck and strangled her.
yeah, and to make it sound like, oh, we were still lovey dovey. We had sex.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
kind of
right,
like,
right.
nothing was going on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it
okay.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, right.
At 5:47 a.m., the neighbor next door's security footage catches Chris backing his truck up and loading a gas can at 5:47. He's also loading his wife in the back and his 2 very much alive children. He drives out to Sarah V 10 1 Sarah V something. It was an oil site.
Yeah, it's an oil
Oh,
field.
where he worked
An
at or
oil field,
whatever.
yeah. And goes out there. He smothered Cece
First
with her
off, like
blanket.
it's probably worth mentioning too that it took him an hour to get to this location.
Yeah.
Like he drove for like 45 minutes to an hour or something like that.
With his dead
he
wife
went-
and his 2 live children.
He went way out there.
So not only that, but if you think about like premeditation and crimes of passion and that kind of thing, like you had 45 minutes to understand what you were doing, driving your car out to this oil field in the middle of nowhere. You know, I mean, it wasn't just like this all happened within 10 minutes and I was pissed and frustrated and flustered.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like you had a 45-minute drive to think about what you were doing
Yeah.
before you did it.
Yeah. And I wonder, man, what I would give to have been, well, as they say, a fly on the wall
Oh,
in
yeah.
that vehicle,
Yeah.
just to know, like, I mean, because like you said, it had to have been going through his head.
Yeah.
It had to have, man. I mean,
You
I
know
just
it
I
did.
just don't think he was sitting there cranking music and stop and got coffee or something,
No,
you know. It
no, it's probably conversation that probably make you want to puke.
Yeah, yeah. But that's a good point though. I hadn't thought of that, because I forgot that it was quite a drive that he had to do, so he had plenty of time to let it to sit and stew,
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
still continued to, as
go about it.
Jackie was saying. Yeah.
Now, I did get a chance. I looked over the autopsy reports for all of them. Bella was she was just asphyxiated. There was nothing else, no injuries, things like that. Bella fought for her damn life. There are teeth marks, there are bite marks, there are marks from her biting her tongue. There are scratches like of her dad's scratch like skin underneath her nails. She fought for her damn life to not go the same way. Chris said the last words that she said to him was "Daddy, no."
Yeah, unreal.
I didn't tear up last night because I've done so much research, but now it's like hitting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if this doesn't bother you, you're made of stone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This one's affecting me, and I've seen a lot of shit, and
And we've read a lot that
We've
have
read a
been.
lot. We've done a lot of cases, but this one's.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. At 12:10, Nicole Atkinson calls Chris and is like, "Hey, have you heard from Shanann?" She's been texting her all day. Shanann had an OB appointment. She had a phone call she was supposed to be on for that for a group conference. She had all sorts of things she was supposed to do and didn't say anything to anyone the whole day. Nicole then calls the police because Chris tells her, "Oh, don't worry about it. She just took the kids for a play date.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be home. You don't need to call the police."
Yeah, of course, right?
hmm Um, the police show up at 1:40 at the house after Nicole calls. She says, "There's something wrong. We haven't heard from my friend. She has 2 kids. I haven't seen her or spoke to her since I dropped her off at home at 1:48."
Wow.
After the police get permission to come inside after Chris gets home, they search the house. Nicole, and I cannot say enough about this woman, is that friend that everybody needs in their life. She is 100% the reason this case moved so fast by having a gut feeling that something was wrong with her friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she was like best friends with her.
She was.
Yeah.
That, and then the neighbor next door having security footage
Oh, yeah.
was a
Yeah.
huge help. And
When they were,
knowing
yeah,
how Chris acts.
when they were watching it on the, television and
He's
said
doing,
that he like never loads his truck that way or whatever that he was
he
doing.
never pulls in the driveway, and he was putting his hands on his head, rocking, fidgety, talking. His neighbor said that he was a very quiet, stand still, doesn't move human.
Well, you called that too, Chris. You said in the documentary that his
you could
hands
see
are on
him.
his head
You
and
could, yeah, you could see the signs. I mean, he just hands on his head, walking around. You could tell that he was distressed when he was talking about it, and not necessarily in a way in which he was upset about it. It was more of just a flat nervousness that he showed.
yeah,
When he was trying to speak to his neighbor, or speak to police, and that kind of thing. And I got to be honest, like I truly believe that the police in that situation did a incredible job. I mean, not only going around posting flyers, handing flyers out, canvassing the neighborhoods. That neighborhood seemed like kind of like a tight knit
Oh,
place
yeah.
to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
It wasn't like you know
Everybody kind of knew what everybody was doing
They
yeah
all
in a
knew
way, you know.
they all
yeah
knew Shanann, and they all knew the girls and Chris
right
just because of who they were, like how
Yeah.
friendly and outgoing she was. During the investigation, well, while they're searching for Shanann and the girls' blankets are missing. They find the comforter and a blanket on the bed, like on the floor next to Chris and Shanann's bed.
Hmm.
He also finds Shanann's wedding ring on her nightstand.
Oh yeah.
Nicole finds her phone shut off and her purse with her medication. Shanann's car is also there. Police immediately start asking Chris, when was the last time you saw her? Do you know where she would go? Who would she
Yeah.
go to? Where would this be? He tells them that the last time he sees them is 5:15 in the morning when he got up for work.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
was the last time he saw her alive.
Yeah.
I agree that it is beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, their realtor, because they had been looking at moving to a new house, texted him in the middle of all of this.
Hmm.
And she notes that Shanann asked if Shanann was okay because she normally would have chimed in. He says she's missing, can't find her, blah, 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 blah. She goes, "Oh my God, I hope everything's okay." So somebody else notices that Shanann's missing.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And this guy would, you know, is crazy too. Is that throughout this whole entire thing, he didn't even shed one tear.
no
He,
the lack of compassion. I mean, speaks
yeah.
Empathy.
for is quite indicative of maybe like a sociopathic, narcissistic kind of view of
But they
the
said he
world in
wasn't.
general. Yeah, which is crazy to me. Because he seems like he's only concerned about himself. And
Yeah.
I mean, even down
Yeah.
the road, I mean, he places blame on females in his life, as opposed to taking responsibility for what happened.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just wild.
Yeah, it is. The whole thing is, yeah.
He buries Shanann in a shallow grave and drops both of those girls into the oil tanks. There's two there. Just for like a size of this thing, the top of it is 8 inches across. So
Yeah, it's not very big.
for our friends across the pond, as they call it, that's 20 centimeters in diameter. Bella had a bruise on her butt cheek from getting pushed in there, and then they found blonde hair from Cece on the other one. Gross.
So they had already been deceased then when he threw them in there.
hmm Unfortunately,
Okay.
Bella's stomach did contain some of that crude oil.
Oh man.
So, yeah, it's gross. It's gross. On the 14th, he does an interview where everybody noticed he was just standing there rocking, didn't say much, just answered some questions. And then one of the news anchors asked him if they had a fight or an argument. And he said, no, we just had a conversation. I'm going to leave it at that. And then looked directly at the camera and goes, please come home. I don't know where you are, but come home. No
Oh
cheers,
yeah.
nothing fake either.
The
Like,
house
hang
isn't the
with me.
same.
It's a
Yeah, he
ghost
said,
town.
yeah.
Ghost
Yeah,
town.
need everyone to come back. I got no empathy at all, but
Yeah.
please come home.
My 2 daughters and my soon to be born son and my wife are missing, but the house isn't the same.
No.
I don't cry.
On the 15th, the FBI get involved in the case looking for Shanann and the girls. Chris is brought in. The agent who's sitting there is talking to him.
Oh, that's terrible.
Ah,
That
Bella
that
walked up
makes
the
it
stairs
worse.
and watched him put. Yeah, I
ah.
I thought I remembered something like that.
My
Yeah,
heart just broke again.
that's yeah. Anyways,
Referring to something in the chat.
yeah, we were referring to something in the chat. Horse Gone Wild had said there. His latest confession stated that Bella walked up the stairs and watched him put Cece in the tank before he killed her. Yeah, you don't. I mean, beside being one of the biggest pieces of shit ever,
Everybody said he was the perfect guy and a loving, caring husband.
Wasn't that how it always starts?
Yeah.
and then I read too, one of the fans, actually, David had messaged me and said that girls are writing him letters in prison and sending him pictures of them in bikinis.
And they're
How
putting
do you
money on his
adore this?
books.
Yeah, and how do you adore this fucking guy?
Because from what people have said, he's just misunderstood.
No,
And because
misunderstood
they
my
think
ass.
he's hot.
Oh,
Oh.
you know, I usually don't get fired up, but I'm telling you right now, fuck that guy. Anyways, continue on.
There's a reason
I've
he's
had 4
not
cups
in-
of coffee today. I'm doing good.
Fired up.
I'm fired up.
Well, there's a reason he's not in General Pop because he'd be dead in an
Oh,
hour.
he'd be dead real quick, yeah. Put him in General Pop, you know, but anyway, fired up.
On the 15th, after the FBI joined, Chris was administered a polygraph test. The Asian who did it was a lady. I don't remember her name, but she was the one who talked to him beforehand and was like, look, like right now, only one of us knows the answer, and I'm going to in 5 minutes. I'm going to know this answer.
The fact that he subjected himself to that polygraph
Willingly.
after
Yeah.
she flat out told him sitting there,
Like, I know
face
you
to
did
face,
this.
Like, I mean, before it even took place, she's like, "Well, you wouldn't be doing this if you were guilty because it would be just the dumbest damn thing that anybody could possibly do if you were to do this." So, I mean, he must have been confident that he was going to pass it, or he had something to explain it away or something. But
Yeah.
I can't understand taking.
Well, wait until you hear what he said to explain this away
Oh God.
before he actually confesses to it all.
Yeah.
Because it'll make you even more pissed off.
Oh, good thing I've had 4 cups
But
of coffee.
Yeah,
he
just drink
did
the rest of that there.
before he before he did the polygraph. he had talked to the police the day before and admitted to having an affair with Nicole, but that was the only thing he admitted to. Nicole, being the better person, called the week before and had said, "Hey," not the week before, the day like before he confessed that, "Hey, we've been having an affair and here's what's going on." She told the police everything between
Well,
them.
I mean, if you were her, you would certainly, like, I would, if I were her, like, be afraid that stuff would start getting pointed at you, right?
Yep, that
Mhm.
you were involved
Oh
in
yeah, or
a
responsible.
what's it?
It's
Accomplice,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
Yeah. So she's like, "To hell with this.
yeah.
I'm getting myself out of this
Raise a
real
flag, right?
quick,"
Right?
you
Exactly.
know?
So he goes in and takes this polygraph test and fails. I mean, epically fails. And she looks at him and says, "Chris, you failed. What do you need to tell us?" He asked to talk to his dad, and he talks to his dad and tells him that he killed Shanann after Shanann killed the girls because he asked for a separation. And she said he would never see the children again.
Blame it on her. Come on. That lady loved those kids to death. She's not gonna kill them.
She would do anything for those children.
Oh,
She
yeah.
wanted to give them the world. The world. And
That
she did that.
that just doesn't even make any sense, that whole story, too. You wanna get a divorce, said you'd never see the kids,
Yeah.
so she kills the kids, like, that doesn't even make any sense. You know, like that come on, man.
Well, you've seen things like that happen in a divorce before, but I mean, just out of nowhere, she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you don't want to be with me? Well, I'm gonna," you know, you don't go right to, "Hey, taking the lives of kids." Like
Yeah.
that's not what you jump to.
What do they have to do with the divorce? I
Like, I
mean,
mean,
they're part of that, yes, but I mean, like,
you're much
why would
more likely to make a sandwich than you are to
Yeah,
fucking go
yeah,
down that.
yeah, right? Yeah, coward is right, Daisy.
So after failing the polygraph, he and confessing to his dad, the agents come back in, and we asked this. She's rubbing his back like like a comforting thing because he had been crying to his dad.
I think a lot of people that are actually in charge of interrogations and things like that are trained to be non-biased and to be that way in order to bring out further information.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, then it doesn't typically help your case.
They
Because
they want to comfort him as much as they can. Notice how a lot of them will get him something to eat, cigarettes if they want, if they smoke, something to
right,
drink. They'll go out and, "Hey, what do you want, man? You want some pizza? You want some fast food?" You know,
right,
Oh yeah, to get
right.
him to confess
sugar him
and
up a little
everything.
bit. Yeah, as far as like, "Yeah, come on, kick back, relax, we're buddies."
They come back in and they talk to him, and her name is Tracy, I believe.
Yeah.
I think her name was Tracy. I believe it really was.
I don't
Um,
know. Anyway,
comes back in and asks him, did something happen to Shanann? And he tells them the same thing he told his dad. When asked where they were, they pulled out a aerial picture of the oil field where he had worked. He marked where Shanann was buried and the two tanks the girls were in. They arrived at that field on August 16th at 11 p.m. There is 3 different time of deaths for all 3 of them. The earliest one was, I believe it was 2:40 for Shanann, 3:40 for Cece, and 5:40 for Bella.
All in the morning.
At night the next day, because it took so long for them to get them out of there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. When you found them, yeah, when they found them, okay.
On August 21st, Chris was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, including an additional 1 count per child cited as death of a child who had not yet attained 12 years of age and the defendant was in a position of trust, as well as an unlawful termination of pregnancy and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body. By the day of the arrest, he had been fired from his job and was denied bail for his
yeah.
first hearing. On the 29th, the authorities released the surveillance videos that showed everything going on with the backing up.
Mm-hmm.
On the 6th, he took a plea deal of the death penalty to have the death penalty taken off, as the family didn't want any more deaths going on. So he took a plea deal of life in prison without the possibility of parole. That is 5 life sentences, 3 consecutive and 2 concurrent without parole. With an additional 48 years for the termination of Nico and 36 years for 3 charges of tampering with deceased body. On the 3rd, he was moved to a different location for security concerns. So in December 3rd, he was moved to a new place. But he's still in jail. He is still rotting there. I believe he is in
Good.
solitary confinement or in his own cell or something like that. But he's not in general prep because he's still alive. So,
Jeez.
and if he dies, we did not mention that. That's not why he dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not saying put him in general pop.
Yeah.
Don't do that. We know it's
Um,
fucked up, but don't get a life sentence.
That's just unreal. I mean, there's just a lot of
Aww.
horse gone wild. Said the lead detective slept near the tanks because he has girls and didn't want them to be alone. Wow. Crazy.
This
I
case touched a lot of people.
Spits in my heart.
Dude, it does. It really does.
Oh
I
my
mean, this is
goodness.
one that we have done that is legitimately
Oh,
got me jacked up. Like,
yeah.
as far as just like, it's sickening, man.
I know. There's been other cases where I get to the point where I'm like, I don't want to talk about the victims. And this case, it wasn't to so much talk about what Chris did, but how quickly the case was solved because of one person. Because
Yeah.
the police took her concerns seriously and noticed the husband was acting weird. This wouldn't have happened if Nicole didn't know her so well.
Yeah.
He could
Yeah.
have gotten away with this.
Yeah. It which is wild too to think if he did, because what else would he have done, later on down the road? I mean, yeah.
Well, at some point, the bones would have been found in the crude oil,
Oh yeah,
but it
yeah,
would have been too late.
yeah. Because
Yeah, you
trying to
have
get
no idea
DNA and
trying
all
to-
that.
yeah.
But
I think at the end of the day, I think all things considered, I think what really kind of watching Jackie research this thing over the last several days and talking about it over the last couple, the fact that that somebody is capable of something like this, and the fact that with them being his own children, to trust somebody implicitly and to have the ramifications of your tie to them or your belief that they're not going to harm you go up in smoke
yeah,
in such a manner is just it speaks volumes about the world and what people are capable of. And it's just makes you sick.
What I want to know, like, what if he had changed his mind about killing Cece and Bella? He had an hour.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mentioned earlier because I'm like, man, you had a long time
with your 2 girls in the back of the truck.
to consider not doing that.
Yeah.
It also said that Chris, after he did that, was looking up a song by Metallica. I believe it was called "Battle," because Nicole liked
Battery.
that song.
Battery. Yeah.
He was looking up to the lyrics for it, and some of the lyrics were, "You can't kill the family, can't keep this down," things like that. Because Nicole liked that song.
The lyrics for Battery. Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah,
So fucked
lunacy
up.
has found me, cannot stop the battery.
Mhm.
Pounding out aggression turns into obsession. Cannot kill the battery. Cannot kill the family.
Those were the lyrics that he had pulled up on his phone after he had dumped Cece and Bella.
I mean,
There was messages, text messages, and location trackers of some of his coworkers. One of them named Troy, that was a friend who had gone out there to check that site when they were reported missing because he wanted to see if there was anything out of the ordinary. There was another guy out there who's interesting enough, name was Chris,
Mm-hmm.
who was out there to clean out the water tanks that separate the water from the crude oil. And when Troy was asked why he was out there, he said he lost a wrench, but he was trying to see if there was anything different that he would notice. So somebody had a feeling that there was something out there but didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
All of these people had a feeling.
Yeah. Thank God for these people that had gut feelings, and Nicole
Yeah, wouldn't
and
just leave it alone.
and
Right.
the neighbor and that kind of stuff. I mean, thank God for that,
Yeah.
because like you said, he could have got away with it, and who the hell knows what else he could have ended up going on with
The other
um
Nicole.
other Nicole, and had kids and done something else eventually to
Right.
her,
Or completely moved on. But what would have Shanann's parents said? Hey, we haven't heard from Shanann. Hey,
Yeah.
where are the kids? Shanann's parents would be going on, but it may not be for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I just have to praise how fast everything got done.
Oh yeah, it did get done pretty quick, and he ended up confessing after like day 4 of them missing, so it was relatively
Yeah, day 2. It was day 3, the
day
15th.
3. Yeah.
He confessed that he killed Shanann and she killed the girls. And then after he got his plea deal, he told the truth that he did it all. So
Oh. Yeah, of course, he
he
gets his
did
plea deal, and
later on, like he did an interview, and he said the reason he thinks he killed Shanann uh, and the kids was due to pent up anger from her driving a wedge with his family, which were feelings that he had had since they got married.
he says the reason I think I killed her.
If you had those feelings since you got married, you shouldn't have gotten married.
Yeah. Exactly. It
The
it's that easy.
the thing that really pissed me off is the kids. Shanann, with her lupus, had a very low chance of getting pregnant. These children were miracles. To have 3 of them with her lupus diagnosis
Yeah.
was incredible, and he took them away.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I hope he sits and he thinks about this every minute of every day, man, while he's sitting there and just stews on it. I really do, you know. Eat him alive inside. Screw him. Eat him alive.
I think there was an article out there where they had interviewed him after he had been in prison for a little bit, and he said that he saw his daughters in dreams, and they were running around dancing and singing. I hope he is not seeing his daughters in dreams, because if you are, you're a fucked up human because you know what you did.
Yeah.
I hope if he does see him in dreams, I hope it fucking burns like hell.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
I hope he
Right.
cries
Right.
every night.
He's just trying to throw out some sappy story so he can get more,
And if
letters from, women that are writing him that believe
yeah,
which that's a whole other
and I
topic by itself.
I
How do
just want
you
to say, if any of our fans are any of those women, I want you to message our social media and tell me why.
No.
I want to know your reason why. I'm not
No,
going
you
to
don't.
argue with you, but I want to know.
I don't. No.
I don't care to know.
I don't want your letters. We don't care to know.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you do listen to the show and you are writing him, I will personally tell you myself to stop listening to my show. Dead
Yeah.
serious.
Please
Stop listening to
please
my
don't
show.
actually message us. We know some of the reasons, but
Yeah.
we all have our opinions, and we don't think it's right.
This was I remember when it was a lot of it was coming out and stuff, and it's just it's wild, I mean, the fact that people kill to begin with, we've talked about this a bunch, but the fact that people do what they do, serial killers, murders, that kind of stuff is sickening and messed up to begin with. But when you involve children, man, you're going to a whole other extreme, of being sick in the head. And the fact that you did that
And that's why it is not even digested well in prison among other inmates. Because
No,
even though criminals
no.
are criminals, they'll still have morals to a degree. You gotta,
They,
yeah,
yeah, they hate anybody that does anything to kids.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody. And COs and stuff know that. That's why they don't put them in Gen Pop because they know that. They know
Right.
this guy's going to get, you know.
Yeah, because the CEOs are probably just gonna turn a blind eye anyway.
Oh yeah, you know they will.
Because they have kids.
I would if I was, I'm sorry, but I mean, but yeah, just the fact that, because we talk about did he have a conscience, did he not, blah, blah, blah. This guy didn't. This guy had no fucks to give,
And it's
dude.
not even a case
None.
of nature versus nurture because they both had very loving parents.
Yeah, yeah,
Both
yeah. I
very
mean, we
loving
don't,
parents.
yeah, we don't know like crazy childhood background like we do with a lot of these cases that we cover, but yeah, this is by far um, crazy. Sorry, we came into season 2 in 2026 with kind
With
of
a
with a
heartbreaker.
heartbreaker here,
Yeah.
But it's
it,
our new season and we're gonna do bigger and better than ever. So that means
I don't
some of
consider this
these
better, but
I mean
no, I know what you're saying,
it,
but I'm
it
just
means that our
being,
cases are gonna be a little bit more heartbreaking and out there.
yeah, yeah. We'll take a break from the kid shit for a minute.
Well, we can't. Next week's Gacy.
Yeah, that's right. So
Oh.
yeah. Next week, yeah, I was gonna be hitting that here in a minute. So next week we're gonna be covering John Wayne Gacy, and that's a whole other situation. But I guess at least that guy's dead. Um, but yeah, he David had messaged me here actually some pretty good. Um, Chris Watts' location is not correct. Oh, he's been moved to Dodge Correctional Facility, a maximum security facility. So, thank you, David, for that information. The distribution of garbage cans and biohazard dumpsters. I don't know.
That was creative.
That's
That
what
was
we're,
good. That was good.
that's what we're going with right now, David. Uh, biohazard dumpsters. That's right, David. I'll take another cupcake next time you come into town.
Those
But
are good,
Please and thank you.
those were really good. Yeah, please and thank you. Yeah, I gotta have my P's and Q's here. I'm sorry.
We request
So
bring
yeah,
70-degree weather so we can be outside.
yeah, bring us 70-degree weather
Motorcycle.
so I can fire my motorcycle up out in the garage. That'd be great.
Yes.
Well, actually, so I can take it out of the garage would be great and let it hit my driveway again. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet. But yeah, so next week is going to be John Wayne Gacy, and that'll be Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can follow us on social media platforms at Murder Show 66 on TikTok and on Facebook as well. You can also email us, murdershow66@gmail.com. We've gained a lot of followers and all that during the time off. We do appreciate it. Once again, too, we gained our new sponsor, Dub Energy. So check them out. They have a lot of good products. It's not your typical energy drink. It's an energy powder. It comes in a tub, and then you mix it in with, water or milk, depending on whichever one you get. And all of our fans, when you go to their site, any of the stuff you buy, if you use promo code MurderShow66, you'll get 10% off of your purchase. We'll let you know how that works when we get that in. Other than that, I think we're about an hour and 5 in, so I think we're going to end up cutting it there.
And
But we do,
anybody out there, if you have a kid, regardless of whether you're pissed at them or not, go hug them.
yeah,
Yeah.
go hug your kid after this.
We're
Seriously,
definitely all gonna go hug
seriously.
ours.
This is, tragic, tragic case, and but we appreciate everybody being here, listening, and supporting the show. We couldn't do all this without you guys, so we do appreciate it. We're at 53 subscribers right now on the YouTube channel,
150 on TikTok
150 on TikTok, and
and
105
105 on Facebook.
on Facebook. So thank you guys for all the love and support that you do show us. And other than that, I think we're going to head on out of here, and we will see you guys next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to send it over to Jackie to let her do her thing.
Same crime time, same crime place.
Good
See
night,
ya.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.